Trump warned you in August. Taylor Swift is not hot anymore. And you all wouldn't listen. You all would not listen. And now, look at her. According to the internet, her album is terrible.
Is the new bit of finger jewelry.
The hardware upgrade?
Yes. Check it out.
I just like watch it like it's a TV.
According to the internet, her album is terrible. And she's on there singing about all sorts of vulgar things, including, some say, genitalia.
What?
She
Some say.
has... Her fans are in disbelief. Her fans are in disbelief.
Stop on your head.
Trump was right.
Oh my God.
She may have entered her washed up era, according to what I read on the internet.
Oh boy.
I will caveat this by saying that one person said she was singing about other things other than what I mentioned. But I'm just saying it's not good out there. And the president, once again, I just got to listen to the president. He knew it in August. Look where we are in October.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. You about to find out.
I know. Yeah, big time.
Clip that one, put it on Twitter. You about to find out.
I will clip it immediately.
Just wait.
I defend my position.
You about to find out.
On Beyonce's internet, you about to get
Swifties.
Fine.
All right. It can work.
All right, everybody.
Swifties. You about to find out.
I feel like I have to read a disclaimer.
They think it's
the
terrible.
opinions expressed at this table do not reflect on this program. You got to take it up with Scott at home. Everybody, thank you very much.
I don't understand. It's literally in the research. You guys got to read stuff.
Thank you very much. Thanks for.
I just finished listening to The Life of a Showgirl. I'm a massive Swiftie, okay, massive. That being said, I didn't like it.
Taylor Swift's new album is not just bad as a concept, it is musically terrible.
Yes, Swifties are getting angry after seeing this album. They say this is the worst thing that has ever happened concerning her. This is just in line with what Trump said. She's no longer hot. That is what I see on social media. A lot of people putting out about Taylor Swift. When you look through what she did on that album, it's extremely concerning. When you take a look at what Scott said on this video, that is just the truth. Going through to see if this was actually proven, yeah. It is too vocal to a lot of people that I've seen on social media. They are criticizing her for that. Sometimes when I look at people like Ben Shapiro actually going deep into reacting to this album, it clearly tells me like something is wrong. Ben Shapiro did a whole segment on this, which I'm going to show you. But before I do, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm if you share this video. If you remember, last year, Trump put out a post during the campaign period, "I hate Taylor Swift." This went viral on social media. Swift picking this up, it has been a topic of discussion till today. Trump went further to say she's no longer hot. This has triggered people.
And I remember thinking if my grandparents were still alive, like, what would they think about watching this? Like, can't you put people on who actually like represent true American values, who have songs that everyone can dance to? But it's like TikTok slop and these people coming on with these songs that are vulgar and completely out there. And so to me, it seems more not even just against MAGA, but more of a breakdown against American culture. Like if you listen to this guy's songs, I'm telling you, these aren't the songs that you want to be showing your children and things like that. And it in no way represents what I think what the Super Bowl is supposed to represent, which is people coming together, enjoying a night where they can get with their family, their friends, and not have to be paraded around with this garbage that they play.
Taylor Swift went wrong on this album. The critical reviews are already looking so much worse. And Taylor even said herself that before she put this out, she had a dark fear that it would be worse than previous albums for one very specific reason. Let's discuss the bad reviews and the exact reason that I know caused Taylor to miss the mark this bad. The Life of a Showgirl is already racking up so many worse reviews than expected, a lot hovering in the 60 or below range, some even going as low as 1 out of 5 stars. A lot saying it's worse than Tortured Poets Department, one critical reviewer saying it's a sometimes labored listen that lacks the sharpness of her previous efforts. And there's one very obvious difference from this album to all the others that made it so clear why it's worse, and that's Taylor's general disposition and approach she took to creating this art. On previous works, there's usually a palpable feeling of determination and a ferocity in her pen, sometimes a downright maniacal level of attention to detail. Our pathological people-pleasing girl is usually the hungriest, usually starving, to the point where she will rip her hair out to impress. And I'm not going to use the word lazy this time, but for the first time in her career, her appetite seems curbed. The hunger has lessened. Her ferocity is gone. Taylor is relaxed. Taylor Swift has finally become comfortable. Taylor said that her dark fear that this album would be worse because maybe her songwriting would get worse is as follows. Quote, I used to have this kind of dark fear that if I were ever truly happy and free being myself and nurtured by a relationship, what happens if the writing just dries up? What if writing is directly tied to my torment and pain? Her newfound contentness in career and love gave her the relaxed feeling that she no longer has anything to prove, and that's showing in her writing. Her writing didn't completely dry up, but it now lacks its complexity. It's the type of simple and corny songwriting that her haters would previously reduce her actually good songwriting to make fun of her. But unfortunately, now they have a point. Her muse Travis has definitely inspired her, but he's inspired her to relax. Symptoms of her new comfortability include using melodies that we've already heard from her, other songs being very derivative of other artists' melodies like the Jackson 5 or the Jonas Brothers, the fact that she recruited the best producers in the world and name-dropped them galore to promote the album, only to have them make extremely basic production.
When you take a look at these consecutive, particularly MAGA aligned voices are slamming Taylor Swift's new album, The Left of a Showgirl, released October 3rd, as terrible due to a mix of political resentment and artistic critics fueled by her endorsement of Democrat like Kamala Harris and her defiance of Donald Trump's personal attacks, including his May 2025 Truth Social post calling her no longer hot. They criticized the album, cringy and vulgar lyrics, swallow themes about love and fame, and derivative production as proof of her decline, often tying it to broader accusation of hypocrisy, especially environmental impact, and betrayal of consecutive value, despite her engagement through Travis fitting a threadwife. While the album topped Apple Music chart, mixed reviews from even some Swifties for its nonsensical lyricism and cash grab vibe amplify right-wing claims of a flop. Okay, I decided to read this out so you can understand exactly what is going on, because a lot of people are calling this album out. I've seen a lot of articles, especially from the New York Post.
Taylor Swift's new album is not just bad as a concept, it is musically terrible. I went to music high school for violin and I have perfect pitch. And no, I'm glad I don't do this as a job anymore. Because from a composition standpoint, this should not have been allowed to be released into the world. Something that all of her songs incessantly do, especially after Reputation and Lover, is they hang out at the root of the chord. They just like stay on the same first note of the scale, and then maybe she'll take it up like a fourth or fifth to end the line. She also likes to do like a whole step and half step like slides. Cancelled. And this is a way of adding like musical interest and tension where there is inherently none. Exactly.
I just finished listening to The Life of a Showgirl. I'm a massive Swiftie, okay, massive. That being said, I didn't like it. Overall, meh. Like, the lyrics just seemed so fluff. There was no depth in them. The music itself, I was expecting like some bops and bangers, knowing like this was Max and Shellback producing. No, none of it was like really memorable. I liked Bit of Ophelia, that was good.
You can clearly see that this album sucks. A lot of people, even her fans, are criticizing it. Like, this is the worst thing ever. Seeing Scott at the beginning of this video saying Trump was right, she's no longer hot, that was just what a lot of people are attributing to this. Meaning she's now producing any kind of music. Look at the age group listening to her music. She's using some kind of vocal word. To me, this is concerning. They don't even care about the audience. Again, if you look through, you realize majority of the people who listen to her are young people. It's insane, right? I'm ending here. Please subscribe, share the video. As of the short clips, that is for the YT algorithm. You got in here.
There's more that we needed to play, and I think it's SOT 31. You really go there. And then do you really say, she cannot stand him, Glenn? J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States. If you want to serve in the American Armed Forces, you should have to be in shape. There should be a bare minimum of fitness.
Give interviews, I don't do that.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
Happening at the moment.
Yeah. President Obama.
Is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
I want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show where he lies his ass off to the American people.
Well, there are repercussions to spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there,
not all the same people that are in these polite...
Disagree with what Gavin Newsom said, that he doesn't...
Dave Chappelle, he's not wrong about that last.
Is the new bit of finger jewelry. You got a 5-album deal.
If there had been no one to guide her,